And 10 West African artists have come together to record a song against the CFA currency used in West and Central Africa. There have been growing protests in the region over the continued use of the CFA franc, with some experts arguing that the region has outgrown the currency.
African artists have launched a call to end the use of the CFA franc currency in a new song titled 7 Minutes Against the CFA franc. The single, which was released in Dakar, Senegal on Wednesday, June the 20th, brings together 10 artists from 7 countries from the continent and the diaspora. It comes amidst growing protests against the French-backed CFA franc currency used in 14 West and Central African countries. It's the brainchild of Dakar-based musician Amo Bayi, who is known for producing conscious reggae music.
I think that the CFA franc represents a currency for monkeys. It's a metaphor to say that it's a currency that does not represent us. We're still seen as monkeys, as animals. It's not a currency that represents our economies. I think that today it's very important to reclaim ourselves. The currency is part of an element that represents a people's sovereignty. We can't just sit here and allow a former colonial power, France, to make our currency and put it in our pockets. Even if it's mutual agreement, we have to ask ourselves what our responsibility is in all this. Some say that this is like a voluntary servitude. Because some of our leaders think that the CFA franc is a good currency for Africa, then it's important for us, as artists, as ordinary people, to be able to say no. The CFA franc does not represent us.
The CFA franc, a French abbreviation for the Africa Financial Corporation, was introduced by former colonial power France in 1945, and its treasury still backs it. Popular anger over the currency, seen by many in the region as a symbol of unwelcome French paternalism, dates back to at least 1994, when Paris suddenly devalued the currency. Those against the CFA call it an instrument of monetary repression that only benefits France, offering markets for its products as well as possibility to wield military and political power.
It will be difficult to completely abandon the CFA franc because it's a currency that we all know. If we give it up, it will be difficult for us to start getting used to a new currency.
The CFA was originally pegged to the French franc and now to the euro.
At the moment, we can say that the CFA franc is a currency that guarantees us a certain security, especially when it comes to protecting us against structural economic shocks, and it allows us to compete and to trade internationally in a world that is increasingly globalized. African countries are not ready based on a number of factors. They are not ready from a geostrategic point of view, from the political and economical point of view, and even from the technical point of view, especially when it comes to managing a currency.
Rapping and singing in Wolof, Bambara, English and French, the artists and producers behind the song hope it will reignite calls to do away with the CFA. The future currency, whose name is yet to be determined, would replace the dominant CFA franc.
Interesting. Well, that's a wrap on the show today. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwabu.